the Proud Boys to pay more than $1 million to a predominantly black church for the destruction of a Black Lives Matter sign in 2020. The decision was part of the civil lawsuit the Metropolitan African Methodist Episcopal Church in Washington, D.C. filed against the right-wing extremist group. Among the 5 Proud Boy members named in the judgment is its leader, Enrique Tarrio. In 2021, he pleaded guilty to burning another Black Lives Matter banner at a different black church in D.C. And in May, he was one of the members found guilty of seditious conspiracy during the 2020 presidential election.
If you've made it to your 40th birthday without tying the knot, don't feel bad. You're not alone. A recent report from the Pew Research Center found that a quarter of 40-year-olds in the U.S. have never been married. Researchers looked at how marriage rates have changed among 40-year-olds in the country from the years 1850 to 2021. And they found that 40-year-old men are more likely to never be married compared to women. The study also showed 40-year-olds with at least a bachelor's degree are less likely to be married than those without an education. Not sure if that's by choice or by what.
There you go. All right, switching gears to a look outside with live cam here this afternoon. Got a few clouds out there, even some high clouds that are spewing into parts of the south central Texas sky. It has been a hot day, but still not as hot as what we saw earlier this week and especially last weekend. What we're going to monitor this evening, a few storms could make their way into portions of the hill country. We'll get you a look at the radar here in just a bit. Still hot going forward, but again, not as hot. That heat high is shifting eastward, and that means that more small rain chances return into next week. So we'll get you all those details coming your way after the break.
Some encouraging signs as we hit the 1st of July. We're seeing some activity on the radar, something we haven't seen in a while.
That is very true. Yeah, high pressure is shifting east, and really I think today, really this evening, could be the first of a few different days moving forward that we may need to monitor for a little bit of activity out there on the radar. Let's get you a look at what we're talking about. Right now across our region specifically, we're pretty quiet out there. We've seen a little shower pop up in far eastern Bandera County. We've seen a few sprinkles out there in Kerr County and even Real County as well over the past couple of hours. For us here in San Antonio, we've stayed dry, but take a look at what's happening just to the northwest of our viewing area. We actually were able to see a complex of storms develop near the San Angelo region earlier today. This is non-severe activity for the most part, but you can see it is approaching the I-10 corridor near Junction, just to the east of Ozona as well. Generally, this is moving farther off to the south-southeast at about 20 to 25 miles per hour. Some gusty winds upwards of about 40 miles per hour, some heavy rainfall and even lightning, the biggest thing to monitor with this little complex. Depending on how well it holds together, it could make its way into portions of Edwards and Kerr counties here over the next hour or so, could reach northern Kerr County by 6 p.m., maybe even Rock Springs by 6:30 to 6:45. Again, we'll just have to monitor how well this holds together here as it does continue to work its way farther off to the south-southeast. But this is the catalyst behind that activity. We've got a stationary front that's just draped over the northern half of the Lone Star State here this Saturday afternoon, all attached to a parent area of low pressure closer to the St. Louis area. That's actually where severe storms are a better bet here this afternoon as well. And then here's that heat high that we've been talking about over the past several days. That's what was over the Lone Star State earlier this past week, why we had multiple days of triple-digit temperatures. You can see it is well east of our area now, and it's going to continue moving away from the Lone Star State and break down over the next day or so. But then as we head into this week, another high-pressure system sets up, but this time it's to the west of the state of Texas. So winds out of the upper levels of the atmosphere coming in from the north, so we're in that northerly flow again, which means stray to isolated chances for rain are back in the forecast pretty much each day as we head into next week as well. All starting off with tomorrow, we've got just a 10% chance for a stray shower in the forecast. Most of the morning is dry, heading into the early afternoon as well. But by the peak heating time of day, around 4 to 5 o'clock, you can see, yes, a couple of stray showers not completely out of the question. More of the same into Monday and Tuesday, so don't cancel any of your 4th of July plans. Just know we may need to monitor for a stray shower or storm before the day is done, and then a 20% chance continues through the middle to later portions of next week as well. All right, let's talk about temperatures because that was the big story last week. Again, not as hot today, but it is still hot outside. We're sitting at 99 degrees right now here in San Antonio, a dew point of 67. So those feels like temperatures have still been able to climb into the triple digits for a good portion of the area. Currently feels like 103 in Bulverde, 108 in New Braunfels. We'll see those temperatures fall through the 90s here over the next few hours. All right, first thing tomorrow morning, mid to upper 70s in store. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast, 84 degrees by 10 a.m., 90 by lunchtime. And then those temperatures once again topping off in the upper 90s, and sure, a few low triple digits possible the farther south and west that you go. You can see, yes, those stray to isolated storm chances continue each day next week, and temperatures still not as bad as this past week, mid to upper 90s. So at this point, guys, I say we definitely will take whatever we can get.
Yeah, I like the 9s and 90s right there. Great.
Yep, agreed.
Thanks, Mia.
All right, it's been unofficially official since the Spurs won the draft lottery, but today they made it officially official with their #1 draft pick.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Just some procedural stuff going on, some housekeeping today from the San Antonio Spurs. The #1 overall pick, Victor Wembanyama, is signed, sealed, and delivered. More on the future of the franchise, making it official today. And a real rally cat causes a stir at an Angels Diamondbacks game. We'll take a look at our feline friend making a beeline to the bleachers. Sports is up next.
There's some animal on the field.
Got a rally cat.
Look at that. Yeah, get out of there.
Rally cat.
Oh, man.
How does the cat even get in the stadium?
Where's Heidi? Go interview the cat.
Oh man, these fans were apparently wearing the wrong jersey last night in Anaheim, and the rally cat you saw right there came to put some fear into them. But first, the Spurs signed their main man. Victor Wembanyama put pen to paper today and officially signed his rookie contract with the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs shared some video this morning of Wemby signing his contract after the team selected him with the #1 overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft. So the team did not share any details about the contract. Wembanyama is 19 years old and started playing professional basketball in Europe when he was just 15. So this past season, he led his French team to their league's finals and was the consensus overall top pick in this year's NBA draft. And before today, we got our first look at Victor Wembanyama getting some practice time in at the team's facility. Looking pretty good there. So it's been a whirlwind week for Wembanyama, but he was glad to get back on the court and get to work with some of his future teammates. The Spurs will take part in the California Classic League before they play in Las Vegas. So this is a good opportunity for some young guys to get game action. Guys like Julian Champagnie, who just celebrated his birthday on Thursday and then signed a reported 4-year deal worth $12 million with the Spurs the next day. At Summer League practice the other day, he spoke about the youth of the team and the goals heading into Summer League play.
All the guys in the locker room, everybody's young. I think that's definitely the best part, you know. Sure. So kind of just getting in, they've been really good, pulling me along when I don't know certain things, and they've been real good friends from the jump. So I think that's what kind of helped me ease in really quick. I think we're super confident. I think we have things that we want to prove and improve on. So I think just going similarly, as a whole unit, we're just looking at it like we're a bunch of young guys. We're going to go in here and do what we do. That's kind of where we are right now.
All right, so the Spurs Summer League roster here for the California Classic includes guys like Champagnie, Malachi Branham, and Blake Wesley. The team said Wemby will join the team for Summer League in Vegas. So their first game in Sacramento is Monday against Charlotte, and their second is July 5th against the Lakers. And KSAT Sports will be right there to cover it all. We'll have live reports from Sacramento starting tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. NBA free agency is underway, and that means some wheeling and dealing and possible trades. And those moves could include Portland All-Star Damian Lillard. Yes, Lillard reportedly requested to be traded from Portland this morning. And the three teams that are front runners to get the All-Star guard are Miami, the LA Clippers, and Philadelphia. But ESPN reported that Lillard also has a, quote, deep respect for the Spurs organization, and San Antonio could be a wild card in all this. Lillard was on the latest U.S. Olympics gold medal winning team that was coached by Greg Popovich. Lillard has played his entire 11-year NBA career for the Portland Trail Blazers. He's been named an NBA All-Star 7 times and is Portland's all-time leading scorer.
No, nothing is going to change. Jordan, for sure, he's the best goalkeeper in the league. But Carlos has been amazing, in training, pretty consistent. We trust him since day one.
All right, it's game day for San Antonio FC, and our defending champs, unfortunately, will be without goalkeeper Jordan Farr. He received a red card in their last game and will not be in the lineup this evening. Carlos Mercado will get the start, his first of the season. San Antonio did not win a single match in the month of June and hope to turn things around by starting the month off here against Birmingham Legion FC. Birmingham is 7-1, but have won their last 2 games.
No, we're just excited. We take game after game. I think SAC, that was a good opposition, but we could done it a bit better. But at home is going to be different. I know the guys. Especially the crowd, everything. I'm not worried about the intensity we're going to put in. I think we need to put a statement after like a couple of games, that are off.
And San Antonio FC will be without another one of their players. Yesterday afternoon, San Antonio FC announced that midfielder Christian Pirano exercised an opt-out clause in his contract and has left the team. Tonight's matchup with Birmingham starts at 8 p.m. at Toyota Field. We'll have the highlights on the night beat. And there are only 3 games left in the NAL season, and the Gunslingers will play 2 of their next 3 games here on the road. Tonight, San Antonio will face the Orlando Predators, a team that they defeated 44-33 earlier in June. The Gunslingers are the top team in the National Arena League with an 8-1 record, while Orlando is 3-5. Kickoff is slated for 6 p.m. from the Amway Center, the home of the Orlando Magic. The Missions are on a 2-game win streak in their series against the Frisco Rough Riders. Last night, the Missions won 10-3 at the Wolf. Left fielder Kervin Pichardo had himself a game last night. Check this out. He had 3 hits on 4 at-bats and 6 RBIs, including a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 2nd inning. He brought in another 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Tonight's game at the Wolf starts at 7:05 p.m. Tonight is Texas Lottery Lucky Road Night. Tomorrow is Bark in the Park, so get the doggos ready for that. And Monday is the Missions Independence Day celebration with a post-game concert and fireworks.
There's a drive. Shohei Ohtani gets the Angels on the board.
What a blast right there. Okay, so there's no doubt why Angels Shohei Ohtani is an all-star starter. He hit his league-leading 30th home run. You just saw that right there against the Arizona Diamondbacks. But what stole the show was, check this out, a cat running onto the field and into the stands, which scared these young ladies to death, like terrorizing them. Well, it all scared this woman, at least this one woman that we saw right there. But the Rally Cats couldn't help the Angels. They still lost. But what a moment for that baseball fan, something she will definitely never forget. Probably because she's going to be seen all over the place, guys.
Well,
social media.
A good thing they weren't having Bark at the Park in Anaheim last night. It could have been a real catastrophe.
Cats and dogs.
They look terrified.
That would have been a moment. Yeah, they definitely did.
Thanks, Archie.
Thanks, guys.
We'll be right back.
All right, we'll still keep tabs on those non-severe storms moving through portions of the hill country north of Edwards as well as Kerr County to see if they can't make their way into at least parts of our area. After that, tomorrow, a stray chance for a shower or 2. Temperatures still hot into next week, but not as hot as what we've seen, guys.
Bring on that free rain. Thank you, Mia. Thank you for watching. We'll see you back here for the Night Beat tonight at 10.